Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. So, this morning, very quickly, I am going to grab the biofuel that I have. I'm going to head over to the extraction site on the ATV and see if there is any copper over there because we're desperate for copper. I do want to see if there's any of that over there just because we need it. I do have a clay soil extractor being put together in the backyard where the ore extractor is just behind the forge. I do have that going. In the process of it, the only thing we need is a couple more screws. And in order to get a couple more screws, we are going to have to get some more copper. And that's something we don't have right now. We don't have any more screws. So I'm going to have to work on that as well. So, I'm just going to drop off the seeds here that we don't need, the feathers we don't need, all this stuff. I should have left it in here. I also want to get back and work on more screws so that we're able to do more glass work. So, at some point, I do in the very near future see myself working on more extractors over at the extraction site just because we need those materials super badly. With that being said, I probably should take care of myself a tiny bit before we head out. We do need vitamins and things like that, so let's head over to the town center and grab that. I do still have the... Hey there, watermelon. You're a nice little find. I'll just harvest you up because I can probably eat that and be okay. Get by with it. But let's just have some of the canned veggies for now. And that will move us up completely, actually. The only thing we really need is a bit of hydration, and we're just going to eat the watermelon for that, and that will help tremendously. Okay, so what we're going to do after we get out of here is we're going to head over to the extraction site. We're going to fill up those extractors with biofuel. I don't even know where the ATV is. It's back here. And then we are going to get back over here, get that refined, and hopefully have enough to be able to do some more work. Okay, so we are back at the base. And now we are going to just slow walk in here, shut the door because we don't want anyone in on us or anything in on us. That's the biggest thing. We've had pigs in here already and things like that just come in the base and decide, hey, you know, it looks pretty cool in here. I think I'll just hang out for a while. But we've had them in here and you know, that's okay. We leave the door open. We can expect certain animals. I want to get the copper done as much as we can at first. I think you're a piece of copper. Hopefully that is 10 pieces of just copper. Not bad. Not bad at all. So there's no ores really here at the base right now. So we did get everything going over there. We did, you know, add more biofuel to everything and all of that lovely stuff. And now we can start adding the cobalt and the aluminum and everything else that we need to add here because we don't need any of this just hanging out, you know, without being used. Okay, so now let's take the biofuel. Let's take some of the stone upstairs and hopefully we can start getting it out of our inventory because we are getting super full. If need be, we'll craft another stone basket. I'm going to tell Mike not to fill it up right away because, you know, he kind of listens to us occasionally. So let's get everything turned on and get everything going again. Hopefully, this didn't have to start over, but it does. If it doesn't finish before it runs out of power, this has to restart, which I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is, and there's nothing that I can do about that. So for this, we need water. Let's go ahead and do that. If my voice sounds a bit off again today, guys, I'm recording this episode back to back with the previous one and still don't know if I'm sick or not yet, but I do feel kind of under the weather today, but that's okay. I mean, it is raining out and that always makes me feel worse, but feel a little bit more off than normal. So with that being said, hopefully we are not getting sick, but you never really know. Okay, so let's just go. Ooh, I didn't want that on there. That was a piece of iron that I didn't want to refine yet. You over here and take all of that. Let's just get this copper out of our inventory for just a minute. Get the aluminum placed over here as well for a moment, because I do think I want to get upstairs and get more things done, as much as we can get possibly done. Put you in there. Stone, I need to get rid of the biofuel and place it up here. Biofuel right there. We need a couple of screws still. So let's just take one from here, turn it into screws. Let's get this completed out here. And that requires biofuel as well, so we should have kept that in our inventory. Let's put you right here for now. And then let's get the biofuel and get this started as well, because we're going to need it. So let's just get that running. It doesn't take very long to get it completed. Didn't have enough room to get everything off of the forge here. Because our stone situation is overrunning our inventory, we're just going to work on that a bit as well. Was it aluminum and cobalt? It was. So we need 4 aluminum, 4 copper, 4 cobalt, 5 aluminum, 5 iron, copper, and cobalt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get a bit more power going, because we do need it, and then hopefully we can get another battery crafted, because we're going to need that as well, because we don't have the fancy batteries yet. I would like to also get the battery rack up and going, just because it looks better when everything has a place and then everything is in its place. I think that just looks so much better, looks a lot nicer. Not a big deal right now, although I would love to get it completed. So we have 4 solar panels up and going, and I think that's doing very, very well. Now let's take this just over here, because we are not too interested in having that up there anymore. We don't need it up there. Let's just put this one right there. Okay. We have biofuel. We have that silly can in our inventory. Lots of stone. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Not a ton of fragments right now. Not a ton of sand, which is great. We don't need a ton of sand right this second. Okay, so what do we need for a battery? An extra battery up here would be lovely. Battery. Placeables. Power. Another battery. I would love the advanced battery from the trader. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to get that done. 5 lead, 4 aluminum, 4 copper, and 5 electrical parts. 5 lead, 4 aluminum, 4 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 there. We need 5 electrical parts as well. Wrong container. Again, wrong container. Take those. And then let's get in here and get this completed. This gives us the ability to store 2,000 power now. So if there's ever a time when we are not working on things and we have an excess of power, like right here, it's allowing it to continue to be stored instead of being used, which means this is probably completed. And I need some clay up here. Okay, let's get downstairs and grab some clay. Come on. Clay is just over here. I'll take you to the workbench. We'll have sand that way as well. Let's put you back in here. Let's store you in here. Okay. Let's turn the clay. And then let's do sand as well. And we'll have what we need for the cement mixer. And it will require power again, so we won't be storing nearly as much. But that's okay. 10 sand. 10 clay mix. So every 3 minutes you end up with 10 of these. So 10 gives you 80. It's nearly a 1-to-1, but not really. So a full 40 of that. 40 stacks of it in a crate. Not too bad, I guess. Okay, that was scary enough. I came out the door and then I heard the growly growl. I have no idea which direction these guys are coming from. They probably most likely will be over here this time. Okay, so they broke through over there. Let's just get this guy dead, hopefully. Okay, and now they can just die on the spikes as well. Not a big deal. We'll just help them out a bit. And then we'll harvest their body after I heal myself. Because I don't want to take too much health damage. And you're still taking damage from them regardless. So we did get some bandages. We got some arrows apparently. And is that a steel ingot? A steel ingot. Or yeah, steel alloy. The stone arrows, I don't need those. I'm just going to leave them there on the ground. Show that guy exactly how much I care for his stone arrows. Okay, we have all of our fruits and some veggies going on in there. I came over here to drop off these couple of potatoes. If there's room for them, I'm not sure that there is. Yeah, there's room in this crate. Just because I want to sort my inventory a bit. I don't like this being just all messy and stuff. Just looks horrible. Okay, that looks a bit better. I do need to keep eating this meat because it is going to go bad, unfortunately. There's just nothing I can do about all of it. Okay. So what we're going to do is, on this cement, I did try to figure it out, but I didn't know at the time if this is 80 per piece. So can I just split one of these guys off? And then I want to see, yeah, it's 80 each. So is it $8 per stack? Oh, nice. So yeah, I understand why people are saying now that this is probably the most efficient thing to do, because it basically is just stone and clay. And with the clay soil extractor out here going now, we're getting this fairly for free because Mike is keeping the crops going, which we use to produce biofuel. And stone, he's also keeping the stone baskets full. So there's not really a lot of work involved in it for us, except for a little bit of power. And that's not horrible at all. Okay. So let's get down here and see if we can get some more clay going on. I may have to go out to the desert and get a bit of clay just because we don't have a ton of it. That might be something we end up having to do because we only have enough for one more stack, and then we won't have enough for the next stack, unfortunately. We need some sand also. Is there sand in here anywhere? 10 pieces of sand. Okay, this crate I need to take back upstairs because unfortunately, very fortunately, everything is going to be just super, super full up there. And I have this piece of steel. I'm trying to clear up my inventory, guys. I'm just doing a horrible, horrible job at it because I don't put everything away that needs put away right away. Like the stick and the one plank, and I don't even know how I ended up with one plank. But there we have it, one plank. Our sticks are full. Let's just drop it in here. We have a watermelon seed, and that's okay. That right there. get up here. This crate needs to be in here. It really needs right there, but I don't know where to put that exactly. So I do need to place you right here. Because it's empty for now, I'll do that. And then if we take all of that, can we take it? We can. We're super, super heavy. I do have the room for everything downstairs, so I might just do the slow walk down there. Just because I want to try to keep everything as organized as possible. And that's what I wanted the storage crates down here for, was for, you know, iron ingots, sand, glass, that type of stuff. And then we have all of the storage containers around the wall, so we're not having to worry about, you know, crates for actual like iron ingots and copper and lead that's been refined. So it's not that big of a deal anymore. This actually was supposed to be sand, and glass, but it's not working out that way for us. Steel. Our steel stand is full. So where is our sand? I guess it's going to go in with this steel. Our glass crate isn't completely full. I just don't want to continue refining it right this moment. Did I not turn that back on up there? I know we are definitely going to need more clay than what we have, guys. We are not getting enough clay. Clay, sand, mix. So we have that going again. We have enough planks on us to craft another crate. Our power is going down, but not too crazy. We have the ability when it's not raining to store up to 2,000 power. And that seems like it's very easily done, or very logically being able to be done, hopefully. Is that a bird down there? Probably. So our batteries are in here. We need to figure out what we need for this battery. We need screws and iron ingots. The iron ingots we have, the copper we do not. I think we've used all of the copper or most of it. If not all of it. Come on. The ladders are a bit finicky. I really wish there was like an E or something we could grab and all of that loveliness, but unfortunately there's not. Let's just turn these two pieces into screws. And do we want to get rid of this one and this wall for now? And take you and you out of the way. And just shove you right there. And we'll throw the other one in the air like we just don't care. Okay, and let's do walls. We're going to do glass wall, the full ones, like this. And then now we need glass and steel, and we have the screws for these because fortunately we just crafted those. So we need glass and 4 steel ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's a couple over there in that crate that I'm going to just shove back in everything here. And now, when we move all of this junk out of the way in here, this is going to look really, really nice. I might do more of this base in glass, more than I really anticipated in the very beginning. Because this view out here is just gorgeous. Is there glass ceiling pieces that I could put right there, the glass triangle pieces? And then we could be walking around on glass, guys. Ceiling pieces. Yes, there is. So that would be lovely to have these glass triangle pieces and some of the flooring here into glass so that we could see the falls without having to really be right on top of this door, because we could always see it from a window. And I do want to move this upstairs as well, or at least maybe back here out of the way. I don't think we can move the log stands. I don't think we can even move this if it's full. I think we do have to, empty it out quite a bit. So with that being said, we can always take planks. I think that's what's needed outside for the garage. I'm not sure how many, but we can take them out there anyway. Super, super heavy, but that's okay. We're not going very far anyway. Hopefully this thing does need planks and I didn't do this for no reason. Very hopeful about that. The water house probably needs planks. I say probably because I ain't 100% sure about that. We're going to get over here and see if it needs any anyway. Yeah, 25 of those things. Okay, so that was nice. We don't have a ton of them on us now. We have 9. Not bad. We can deal with 9. We can always build ourselves a crate. Okay, I have a seed. That's what I was coming over here 400 times for. And keep forgetting to drop it off. Okay, I think that's looking better. Better all the time, guys. Let's get this ATV over here out of the way because, we really just don't need it over here in the way. Okay, I didn't fully intend to do that. Just wanted it out of the way so that we're able to see what's going on over here. And the really sad thing about all of this is we're going to have to build 2 of these garages. One for the ATV, one for the truck, just to have a place for them as well. And I might end up building one of them kind of either across that bridge or over here on the outside of this fence, because honestly, I don't see us getting the truck in here. The big tall gates are very, very expensive. Let's just get in here and move you out of the way as well. Is everything in here empty? Because I am heading out to another town very soon. And I just want to make sure that we have everything we need to keep this thing going. Okay. Probably ran into the greenhouse. But that's okay. So this truck would benefit us to be out here more than being inside the fence. I mean, we could always just drive around, out here, drive around the gate or go through the gate and then just recall it over here because we wouldn't need it at that point after it was emptied. But I think that would be okay as well. So there's a couple of logs here. I'm not sure what we are needing those for. We can put them in here. We don't need them for anything else, really. Okay, so over here, I think the only thing we're missing is rope. So we need to grab that. So we'll have spikes all the way around everything. We need to replace the spike that was broken. And hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Now that we have sun out, the solar panels should be doing their job and taking care of everything. I know, buddy, we're super, super tired from all this running. I do need to finish up the gates here, guys, so I am going to have to work on that. We do need copper for that as well, and that's something we don't have any more of. So we're going to have to give the extractors time to do their thing over at the cave, and then we're going to head over there again and hope for more copper. If not, if we don't get a ton of copper, get a ton of what we need, we will be bringing the stuff we need to make another extractor for over there. Just because we are desperate for copper, we're desperate for all the ores because we're doing quite a bit of work. And then we're going to start working on wind turbines as well, simply because those are just the best thing ever. I wonder if those skull lights would go. Others, that's not where it's going to be. Placeables. Furniture, lighting. I really like these oil lamps. I need to figure that out, guys, because I do like these. I need to figure out the fishing. But wouldn't it be cool to have these guys just hanging out like right here? And then maybe a couple, midway of the bridge. And then a couple more over here. I think that would look lovely. And I'm really, really interested in that. Hopefully we can get that done. But I really think that would look good, being on the bridge like that. Those skull lights are pretty cool too. If I didn't show you guys, you can see the actual flame. They look really good. You can see the heat coming off of them. I think that's really, really neat. Okay. Okay, so it's only 6 o'clock. Or nearly 6. So this really needs to be moved. I need to put the iron that I don't have over in the stove so we can get rid of the campfire. Let's just get started on that. We need 15 more pieces. That's very expensive. And then before winter starts, guys, we're already in September, but before winter really hits, we're going to have those heating lamps or stoves, the coal burning ones that burn forever on one piece of coal, which I love the fact that it does that. Okay, so we're going to have to craft ourselves some plank stands because you can't move this guy if it's full. And that's not good. Okay, so let's just do that. Placeable storage, log stands, plank stands. I don't know where to even place these. Right out in the middle of the floor seems logical because, you know, that's how we do things. Okay. And now we should be able to completely empty this guy out. I don't know if we need you or not, but I'm going to build you anyway. Yep, it looks like we did need you. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this for now, and this might end up being its permanent location, just because there's plenty of room for it over here, is just put it right there. We'll move the log stands down here as well. We'll move the plank stands up here, because we can move these guys when they're full, but we can't move the log stands when they're full, or we cannot move the saw bench when it's full. Come on. Hopefully we have enough room for all these over here. Very hopeful these full ones we can place a bit closer than the others. It's not going to be too difficult to get the log stands moved, because when we empty one of those, we can sort of move it and Mike will help us, you know, refill it. We just have to be quicker than Mike. Okay, let's just keep doing that. I bet he's like, girl, I wish you would stop making a mess with all this hard work. Almost done, Mike. And then we'll leave you be. For a minute or two, anyway. And we have that done. Now let's go ahead and refill this one. Okay. And then now it just looks so much cleaner over here. We'll move this as well. I'm not really certain where to move it to yet, but we'll move it, that's for sure. So now that we have the fishing rod, what does it take to craft some bait? Fish bait? I'm not quite sure where it is. Is this it? Fish bait. 1 stick, 1 feather, 5 iron fragments. I don't know how many that gives, but I hope it's more than 1. Okay, I don't know where to craft that, but you, and you. Okay, so it does give more than 1. It gives 5 per. So that's not difficult to, craft and come up with. I'm not quite sure how to fish, guys. I did try that last season. Didn't turn out very well for me. But hopefully you guys can give me some tips and tricks if I'm messing up horribly or if I'm just not really good at fishing, which could be the case. Okay, so let's get this fishing pole over here. And I really want some fish oil so we can finish up some of these lamps. So I probably will be turning some of the smaller fish into fish oil. Okay, so number 4. Can we fish here? Okay. It doesn't give us any directions, guys. It really doesn't. 8 lure. Okay. I pressed both keys on both buttons on the mouse. Eight lure again. Like, what am I supposed to do? How do I get it to come in to me? Do I need to walk to it and press something to pick it up? That didn't work. Okay, that's a lot of lures that I'm wasting here, guys, with absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just pressing random buttons. Okay. Okay, so I did get a fish. It's not too difficult. I just wasn't doing something right. Okay, so what have I been catching here? Basically bluegill for fish oil. So let's go. Can we harvest this? We have to throw it out on the ground, don't we? Let's just throw you out on the ground and you as well. And probably wasn't the best location to do this. I'll harvest it. And that gives us, what does it give us, guys? Okay, so now how do we make fish oil? Because we probably need to do that before that goes bad. Okay. Here, I'm assuming because no one ever uses that anymore. Raw fish and glass, we can handle that. Not a big deal. Unfortunately, the smaller fish only give you 1 piece. So there's that. I do need to do a lot more fishing, apparently. 1 of you and 1 of you. And we'll craft 2 of those. Because I do have these 2 lights over here. Wait, do these guys need fish oil? They do. And iron, as well as copper. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take these 2 fish oil and we're going to put them right over here on the bridge. Because I really, really want this type of lighting over here. I've not seen these guys built yet, but I would really love to because I think they'll be very pretty. And if not, we can always get rid of them, guys. It's not that big of a deal. So fishing isn't as difficult as I made it out to be. Okay, come on. Come on. Do I not have any more fish bait? Okay, pressing the wrong key. So I'm just going to do some fishing here, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.